folder which doesn't go away till it gets its messaging or progress done.
It will go away. See, I click outside.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool that you have the update next to the time as well. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Also, these icons also dynamic.
Does that flash the experiment ID as well in this?
Wait, does this just circle? Does this just go in a loop or?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Based on the responses from the back and how much ever the message we got, we circle.
oh, so you're just showing us what the animation looks like. That's not how it's going to look for the users. It's just going to go through the
No.
four steps.
Uh, yeah. So if we want,
Did,
like, we can make it to not loop.
Hadi, it has to look exactly like the link Marty shared, right? So this is nowhere close to how that thing was.
Yeah, I saw that one. That I was saying like that's not looking nice, so I updated that one.
No, but this is more confusing, right? Like whatever's running should always just stay there, and maybe the last one or two message before that are shown like in shed in light gray. Like if it's keep on looping, it's an annoyance. Like it should not be
Even
looping
okay,
this
yeah,
much.
I'll fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll fix that one. Even the that thing with Madison, that's also looping. Let me show here. That's same thing. It's looping.
But this is an example, I think, like it because it's a very small one, right? It loops. But for us, it will basically like fade and it will stay there. Now it's done. You
Mm,
see, it's basically the second experiment in a way. So this is not looping. This is staying there, whatever's there. And because you wouldn't know the what's going to come next, you'll always stay at that green one, whatever's the current you have.
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, so simply just do that. Don't waste time looping and yeah, making a circle out there.
Okay.
It looks really good though.
Thanks, Adi, for the update.
And instead of saying running your experiment, you should just say experiment status and something because it's already running. So just change those
Okay.
things.
Okay. Okay. I'll fix those issues.
Thanks, Adi, for the update. How about
Wait, wait,
Neha?
one more thing, Prithvi. Uh,
Sure.
how do you need to show the whole message, which has that step thing written in it. Don't just show the like the part after the step.
Okay. Actually I just removed it now. It was there. Okay.
No, no, keep it because we basically have like okay, step one slash. So if let's say internally we have 14 steps for conjoin. So at any given point, user will know okay, I'm in this step and these are the total number of steps. So that gives more clarity. So we
Okay.
maintain that step count.
Okay, sure.
How about Neha? You want to go first? Next.
Happy Friday, guys. Good morning. So from Wednesday till today, I have done one deft prod with the streaming update and then on the Tatavix code base that were updated from the R side. I've been doing a lot of playbook running experiments and updating the playbooks with the new results so that we have the updated like segmentations for every playbook experimentations and also trying to run experiments based on the current market trends and trying to see if the results are aligned with it by running the results again with ChatGPT and Cloud. just to understand that okay, somewhere or the other we are closer to precision. And I have been just created a new branch and just changing the UI in kind of like a modernized way so that we are not looking somewhere around a company who is sitting in the world of 2000 or 2010s era. So that's the only thing. Like I can share my screen for a quick second and just showcase you the quick difference of what I'm doing right now. Is the screen visible, guys? Anybody? Yes,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, looks
this
good.
is the previous website that we have, and this is somewhere I'm just trying to like go through it and just making revamps, making it pretty much more intuitive in a way. Just trying to see of how much can I change the UI if the APIs are getting pretty messed up for us for a while now. So yeah, that's my update.
When you compare our results with the other models in terms of accuracy, what are you noticing? Hello,
Nihar?
we lost him. Oh, he's on mute.
Oh, I don't know how does it went to mute. Sorry about that. What I've been looking into is basically data that we get in screenshot. How much is it aligned to the current market narrative? Is it close enough? Is it actually reasonable enough for us to understand that okay, are we showcasing accuracies? Like one of the tasks like what we discussed with the UPenn guys was, do we need to have some kind of like an API score that showcases the difference between the synthetic data results we get from and based on the human results? So I'm just trying to see if there are some kind of like results that we get from ChatGPT that showcases the narrative out there and then creates this kind of like confidence predictions for the edge cases. And then I'm like looking into SERP AI kind of like APIs and just trying to see that okay, if you are able to get this kind of like narrative data, or like do I need to go to X API to get the narrative and then kind of like match the results with us? Just like trying to like fresh out ideas for better accuracy.
That's what I'm saying. And does it match? Are you finding that it matches? Or I should say,
Not that yet.
when does
We
it match?
started
When does it
yesterday.
not match?
Most of it is matching on product and pricing, but yeah, on the other attributes or features, it's just like going into more sentiment drive topics. Like I still need to understand that okay, how X goes and tries to get this narrative data and then comes up with the confidence scores. I've not gotten into the edge cases yet, but like I'm just going through this one example one again and again. So that's it.
Okay, okay. So no results yet.
Not that it's just almost similar to those things, but maybe we have better data models or like maybe they have a better. Maybe I need to do better prompting with ChatGPT or Claude to see okay, how do I need to test the results.
And what are you actually trying to test? The AMCEs or the market share?
Research questions, research questions. Then I take the
What's
screenshot
a
of every
research question?
results. Like yesterday, one of the examples that I gave in a nano chat thing, and then we saw the results. Throw it into the XAPI Grok thing and the cloud chat GPT. See, hey, these are the results I ran through Subconscious. Is it based on, do your research and tell me, is the results actually accurate to the current narrative in the
Oh,
space?
nice, nice. Good. All right, good sanity check. I like that. Let us know what you discover.
Definitely, like, excuse
Nihar.
me.
Um,
Yeah, that's my update.
just a just a word of caution, Nihar.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I've asked Grok and Perplexity to return
Mm-hmm.
all the links, citations, right, that they do, and even after saying that, don't really, like, literally, don't fuck up, give me the link which you actually used and all. And then when I click, like, out of 10, 6 and 7 will be broken.
Yeah, yeah.
So it hallucinates on another level when you ask for real citations. Even Grok has the same issue.
So that's what I'm trying to do is like looking into the space. Like, okay, this is one of the missing gap that I found out that okay, if these guys are hallucinating, why can't we have some kind of like a chat GPT app that can be plugged in through Subconscious, and anybody can do basically uh, like whatever experimentations they run on us, they can run on chat GPT app, basically something like that. I don't know if you guys have looked into like chat GPT. Have opened up like partnerships for external companies to create their own apps on the chat GPT search engine. So basically you can have our own MCPs plugged in into the chat GPT, and then you just need to call our app on the tools, and then you can just start doing experimentations on top of it. Basically the UI that will be showcasing will be having better results on chat GPT. I mean, like, just one example that I can give you right now is, give me a second, let me share my screen. Just been 6 from yesterday night right now. So if you guys look at something like this, you can also have your booking.com or something like this, or you can add your own resources of different apps, connect more. We can have like Subconscious here for better, I don't know, customer discovery research experimentations on behavior or something like that. This is like a missing gap that we can just, like, what do you say? Help users not get hallucinated data from ChatGPT or something like this.
We can create an MCP pretty easily.
Really quickly and just plug it in, have partnership with ChatGPT guys or something, and then have this app, like, what do you say, popped up here, and then anybody can add it as a resource, and then pretty much just run experimentations on top of it.
Well, we're not
Whoever
we're not
pays
we're
on
not we're not
ChatGPT run
gonna.
the experiment. Mhm.
Yeah, let's make a
Sorry, you're
ticket
not gonna-
because we're not gonna get on ChatGPT's list just yet. But having an MCP would be a good first step.
no, but like you can connect your own also in the advanced setting. You can go and do developer mode and
No,
add this kind of like
okay.
unverified.
Let's keep going with stand up. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Nihar, for the updates. Um, Samir, you want to go next? You're on mute, Samir.
My bad. So I've just been reviewing past calls to identify why we're losing deals recently. So I just really wanted to know, where do things actually stall throughout this process, and what can we do differently to close more deals quickly? So after reviewing a lot of the recordings, my main takeaways from it was that we do a really good job of identifying the pain and why they're motivated enough to explore subconscious, but we don't actually collaborate with our champion to put together a business case that can help them sell it internally. Just because our contact there sees the value in synthetic respondents, it doesn't actually mean that the other stakeholders feel the same way, especially when we don't actually do a good job of making a quantifiable argument against the status quo. That's like really unimpeachable when they share it internally. And that's going to be really important, especially because most of the selling actually happens when we're not actually in the room. Uh, so in order to make those changes needed, we have to start doing things like creating a evolving document where we jot down all the things that are relevant to their buying process at every stage of the deal, to really just identify what the current process is like, how slow things are, um, and really where subconscious comes in and to mitigate some of those challenges. And if we can tie them to specific stories that our champion and some of the other folks that we're introduced to say, and we can regurgitate that back and in a way that makes sense, like in a slide deck later on in the process, that's going to be really helpful when they go and they take it to other stakeholders to go and get budget for something like this. So aside from that, just I think there's some other small changes we need to make to like doing a better job of scoping out each of these projects, outlining what their responsibilities are, what's our responsibilities, making sure that we get a really solid commitment when it comes to things like a paid trial and what we can expect things to look like once the paid trial is done with, and in order to really just make it a more seamless process from going from trial to a fully paid annual customer. So really just documenting what needs to be done from that standpoint and having something that's replicable that me and Eric can take into each and one of these conversations is sort of like a sales blueprint moving forward is something that I think is going to be critical for us to really have success in every single one of our opportunities.
And can you generate that yourself, or do you need help doing that? Do you need help generating that type of
No, I think
content?
this is, yeah, I think the vast majority of this is stuff that I can do myself. One thing that I do think would be important um, is trying to create infographics that articulate the value of a subconscious. And that's something that I think is going to come from having conversations back and forths and seeing what's resonating from what we actually share with people and what things they actually create themselves. Like what I've noticed is that when we give people a slide deck, being able to take a look at what they create out of that slide deck when they do take it to leadership really helps us continue to iterate. Because I've noticed that most of the best content that I use are things that have never actually been created from me or from anyone else on the team. It's come from prospects who need something that's specifically curated towards um, their challenge and their use case in particular. So having a handful of those is really gonna come by getting a lot of these deals to the 1 yard line and having them do some of that heavy lifting at the end. But the only way they're going to be willing to do that is if we show a considerable amount of effort to, right? Of customizing our approach, not just from the demo, but from everything from the discovery onward. But I think I can do most of this on my own.
Okay, let me know if you want to have a session to generate some of these assets. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Samir, for the updates. Tadvik, you want to go next?
Sure. Hi everyone, happy Friday. So the first part of since the last stand-up, I was working with Subot on generating the prompts for the segmentation or the latent class analysis. So previously we only had the titles and the percentage of the group. Now it's we do the profile, key differentiators, and suggestions. That's that. Other than that, one of the experiments returned to classes. So I used this opportunity to just check the analytics. The calculations, everything was correct. The only issue was the segment groups. The formula we used for the two groups did work. For the three, there was an error. So I fixed that. That's that basically.
Would it be possible to like gently
Mhm.
request that the text description that's generated in the analytics is summarized even more, or maybe create an additional summary? Because I feel like for every experiment, we really only only have like one or two real strong actionable insights. And
Mhm.
I feel like I feel like we generate a lot of text, which is good and valuable, especially
Mhm.
for the AI chat. But for a user reviewing analytics, I kind of can we like 1% more spoon feed them the answer. This is what you need to do in order to achieve your dependent variable objective. Take this action. Like every graph should be like this is the action to achieve this objective.
Uh, just one question. Uh, reduce the text that comes under the graphs, or reduce the insights, or reduce everything in the dashboard.
No. I think no. I don't want to reduce anything. I'm saying, can we add a summary where we say, for every graph, we say, hey, like, our whole value prop is, we recommend actions. And so if the dependent variable
Mhm.
is I want to increase revenue, then like
Mhm.
every graph should be like this is the action, this is the one action you can take to increase, to achieve the dependent variable. Something very, you know, so we want to bring this down to the level of a sixth grader. And sometimes when people see the graphs and they see the analytics, they kind of freeze. And so I kind of want to give them the answer first, and then this is
Mhm.
the evidence if you don't believe our answer.
Mm, mhm. Mhm. I can definitely do that. Just one more question. Uh, this is going to be in addition to what we have, or whatever we have is going to be replaced by these suggestions.
I think it should be in addition, because like we want the conclusion and then the evidence. And so what we have now is the evidence, and it's good evidence, but we don't necessarily give them the conclusion. We want to make it so really they don't have to think. So here's our conclusion. This is the action you need to take. If you don't believe us, you can see all the evidence we have below.
Mm. One more question.
or pick your own design. But yeah.
No, so I need like this answer. So like by Monday, I can be like prepared. Uh, one more thing. I thought our objective was to reduce the text in the dashboard,
Right.
but I'm going to increase the text in the dashboard.
Well, the text, I assume the text is valuable, right? The text is like a text interpretation of the images. And so that text is like the interface to the AI chatbot. And so I think it's valuable for the AI chatbot to have the text. So that's why I don't want to remove it.
Mm.
But you could remove it. I don't know. You could remove it if we're confident that the AI system can read the images well. Then I'm okay with removing the text. I don't think the AI can read the graphs reliably, which is why I like the text.
Okay, I have one suggestion. How about I start with the prompts that will basically for each graph will be an answer to the why question. We'll see how much the text is, and we can go from there.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. I love spoon feeding our users the right answer.
Mhm.
We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works.
Mhm.
The mindsets look really good, by the way, Tatavik. Whatever changes you made this week, they really show.
Thank you.
Thanks for the update that week. Um, Jana, you want to go next?
Yes, happy Friday, everyone. I am quite energized with the UPenn students in the current call. Um, hello, UPenn students. We'll meet after this call to go over some projects, so feel free to join us. Anyone will probably be here still. Yesterday was a blur of back to back meetings, so today I'd like to carve out some focused time to work on some sim application and other applications and send them in before the deadline. Deadline is close. On the traction side, as I mentioned earlier, we gained over 72 new LinkedIn followers this week. I put together a short video to keep that momentum going, and I would love feedback before posting. Our call with Bose headphones, the brand Bose, yesterday went really well, and they're interested in moving forward with us, which is amazing. We also plan to have an NYU Endless Frontier Lab student joining us next week, which could evolve into a working session, like weekly working session. And we're also in early conversations with someone at Wharton who might help strengthen our VC pipeline. So, all very exciting addition of new people. Uh, this all kind of feels like the beginning of a really strong mix of different perspectives and momentum, and I am just super excited to keep compounding it together.
Thank you for all your help this week, Jenna. You've been really really critical. I'm excited to take the next steps into the fundraising work from the product release work. And again, thank you for creating the hockey stick of users this week. It's really it's a nice trend.
It's all the engineers too,
Yeah,
and the
it's true.
sales team.
It is all
Yeah,
the
it's
engineers
like
and so. Oh, you're so modest. So good. So good.
Thanks for the update, Jana. Subodh, you want to go next? Subodh, you want to go next?
Yeah. I was just unmuting myself. Um, this week, what did we do? I think we made some changes. Some bug fixes, but the top ones that comes to mind was I think I sat with Tatwik. We looked into some code, did some prompting to make sure latent class stuff were coming good. Uh, just sat with Madi for probably moral support on the experiment one. I didn't do much. Madi did all the work. I was just there. And yeah, for now, just in terms of actual hardcore implementation, just bug fixing and all. Uh, I do have some stuff that I'm playing around. Hopefully, next week we could see that. Uh, as so, the goal is to have the ideation like a normal GPT interface, so users just talk, sort of chat. We won't just like give 1 or 2 liner question, but really make it as open as possible. So I'm playing around with it. So hopefully by next week we can start to see that in the dev. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks for the update, Subodh. Uh, how about Pranay? Want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Happy Friday, everyone. Um, what did I do this week? So I was supposed to integrate the present on. I completed that. It's on dev, so you can check it out. Let me know if there's any issues with it. But yeah, so if also now I'm done with that, so I want like if you guys have any tickets, please assign it to me. Avi, Subodh, Jana. I was gonna work on the progress board, but I think like Hardy started working on it. So yeah, let me know if there's any tickets that I can work on. So that's my update.
Pragna, you're on fire. You're on fire between the getting the Colossus in and getting the presentations generated. I mean, you are really knocking down tickets. Holy cow!
Yeah, I think the ticketing system's helping me. I'm like, oh, gotta get it done now.
Yes, I know. I need to write more tickets. I'm sorry. Um, I guess maybe if it would be helpful, maybe you could sit afterwards when we do the MBDS design session, and maybe you can help with that because I imagine those kids will need some support. You know, getting onboarded and with the tech and all that stuff. That could be helpful.
Okay, sure.
Can we do a demo
Yeah, I did do yesterday, right? Like, I don't know if you, I mean, not
uh,
yesterday, like
of the PowerPoint
present.
generation?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, all right.
I can do it again, but yeah, you can test. It's on dev now though, so you guys can test it out.
Thanks for the update, Pragna. I'll go next. I'm currently working on the CSS loader to bring one uniform CSS loader on a particular tab rather than loading into all the other tabs. That's the task I'll be working on this week. Yeah, that would be my update for now. How about Avi? Wanna go next?
Yes, sir. The only thing I've been working on has really been fundraising. Um, and it's going well, but it's going slower than I'd like, which is frustrating. Um, you know, we've been working these boardy leads, which is fine. We've been working these inbounds, which is fine, but the outbounds is really kind of where it needs to go. Um, there's two founders of $50 million plus companies, each that want to invest. One's a private equity guy, one is like an ethics guy. So I think those two leads will be pretty fruitful. One of our existing investors just opened a new fund, so I'm gonna have a meeting about that. We have a meeting with the investment committee for a check next week on the 19th, which I think will be good. Um, um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it feels okay. I mean, a lot of what people are asking for is, um, traction. So this product release is nice. Having the user growth is nice. Um, Samir, I think, will probably want to put you in front of some investors shortly to do like diligence on our sales pipeline and to make sure that like we have a repeatable process. And if we don't, we should probably get one put together soon. Um,
Sounds good.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It feels all right. I will say that when investors, some investors are doing diligence with our existing customers, Aaron and Michelle and those folks, and the investors come to me afterwards and they're like, "Wow, I had no idea like your users loved your product so much." And so that's a big sign. Like instead of having like a bunch of people that think like, the product's meh, having like a few true fans is really valuable. If they say that if you get to 1,000 true fans, you have a $1 billion business. And so I feel like we're on our way. We have those small numbers of true fans, so that's really feels really good. I don't know. And then on today, we're doing a bunch of contracting to onboard new folks. Um, we have this advisory board that we're putting together, which will be a couple of new faces. Real folks are joining us, which is nice. There's a couple of co-founders of like adjacent companies, like similar companies that want to join us. So we're going to be putting out those offers. We put out the offers. We're putting out the contracts today. So that will be nice. Mostly like UI guys to help Nihar and Subodh. I know Subodh, you wanted UI people to help. But really, it's just fundraising. Like, the week where the most amount of deals close of the year is December 15th, which is coming up in less than a month. I was hoping we would have our fundraising closed by Thanksgiving, which is next week, I think. We're probably not going to have that closed by next week, but we'll have something in by then. I don't know. Yeah, Jana, how are you feeling? How's the progress from a not entirely separate third party?
It's really, really intense. It's energizing. There are so many people that wants to talk to us, and they're very interested in us. I think because we have such a high volume of people that wants to talk to us, I think prioritization is quite important here, especially if we want to do a successful fundraising closing by a certain deadline. We should really prioritize, who we talk to and exactly know what we're gonna say to them as well. So far so good. It is a lot of intense back-to-back meetings for sure, but there we are making progress.
Yeah. If anyone has any investors, if anyone has any potential buyers, friends that could potentially like sign up for the product, like now is the time, right? Like people are doing their budgets for next year now. People are allocating capital now, right? Like now is the time to like ask those friends. Um, yeah.
Thanks, Avi, for the updates. I see new faces in the meet today. Who want to go next? Zhao, you want to give it a try? Introduce yourself.
we should
I
maybe
could go first,
yeah.
assuming that you were talking about the students.
Yes.
Okay, so is something wrong with my video? I had a hard time figuring Discord out. It asked me for to claim account and it was confusing. Um, but yeah, I'm Anushka. I'm 23, a master's student at UPenn in the behavioral science program, which is experimentation. I often say that some people study artificial intelligence. I study natural stupidity and artificial intelligence, especially as it applies to user research, experimentation, marketing, business in general, and larger values like democracy. So I have around 2+ years of experience in all of these fields. Currently, I'm a research assistant for Ethan Mollick, and I'm very excited about how AI is changing things like synthetic users or agentic commerce, or there's another thing. Yeah, vibe coding experiment. So I just presented yesterday in a class about how um, using vibe coding, I reduced the experimentation design cost by like 99%. It would have cost like 2K to 10K to design the landing pages and the experimental infrastructure. But using Base 44, which is a vibe coding app, I did it within like $25. So yeah, I love all these things. Thank you.
Anushka, we are so happy to have you, and we're big fans of Ethan Malik. Anushka is also a how do I describe her? A social science influencer. She's also very modest. Welcome.
Not the I word, not the I word.
Oh no, sorry. Thought leader. What can I? What's better?
No. Just say it objectively. Like I have 40,000 followers. I don't identify with influencer or content creator.
Sorry, I didn't mean to label you.
Okay, who want to go next?
So you pen folks, you wanna maybe say a couple of words about yourself, about your experience and what you're excited to work on.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello. My name is Ming Yang, and I finished my undergraduate at the University of Birmingham, and I achieved a Bachelor of Science. It's about economics and statistics. However, I didn't learn much about coding and data science. Mm, and I entered in consulting and future companies before, but I think AI is changing our lives. So I'm really happy to that I can work with you. I mean, such an AI company. And as a startup company, I'm also really excited since I can know you that how to achieve success, how to work, how to, I mean, uh, a really new company. It's really different from others. And recently, I tried the demo, but I think um, I still need to, try it more. And I browsed the email. I mean, there's a intro, which Jenna sent it to me. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
We are excited to have you. Nervous is okay. That's okay. We're excited to all learn this together. This little group of researchers will be successful or not based on the effort of everyone. So we are grateful for your effort and your curiosity.
I can go next. My name is Joel, and I also go by Lucas. I recently graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a bachelor's degrees of data science and economy. And I'm now currently studying at the University of Pennsylvania with behavioral and decision science, as you all know. And I've studied about Python, R, and SQL, also the Tableau. Some those are tools for the data analysis and also the uh, data visualization. And I want to be the uh, I want to be the data analyst in the future. So I also had some several like interns about the data analyst. Yeah. So I joined this group because I just wanted to see how the AI company is working and running, and it's good for my future. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Lucas. We are excited to have you. We're looking for folks to replicate the world's economic, sociology, and psychology research. So if you want to do 50 years of research synthetically in like a couple of hours, you've come to the right place.
Hi everyone, I'm Xingyue, currently student in UPenn MBDS Behavior and Decision Science program, and I have a background in economic and statistics with the experience in modeling social impact and climate risk. I have also worked on embodied intelligence project in VC and other research. I'm really excited to be here at the Subconscious AI, and I'm looking forward to learn from all of you guys and exploring better and more cost-efficient behavior stimulation model. Thank you.
Thank you. The one thing that we do not do yet, and which is why we're so excited to have you, is we don't model any sort of social pressures. Um,
Oh,
so I think your contributions can really take us to the next level with our simulations.
oh wow. I'm really looking forward to do that.
All right, Prithvi, take us home.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone had their words. So I think we can wrap up the stand up. Thanks, everyone.
Wait. Do we have any demos?
Um, oh, yeah.